Katelin Dean, and this is My Piece. I am currently a reporter with the Alaska Highway News, but I am about to leave that job and move to New Brunswick. We are at Whole Wheat and Honey Cafe in Fort St. John, British Columbia. You know, there are a number of places in Fort St. John that I could call my favorite place because I really do like many avenues in this community and streets too. But what makes this place so special is that it's where I start my day, and there are very few places you can go before coffee and have it make you feel so good. I was living in a town called Woodstock, New Brunswick prior to moving here, and there's a cafe that I had a really special relationship with. It's called Fusion, and I was there every day, at least 3 times a day. And it was a really special place. It's where I started my day, it's where I ended my day, and I didn't think I'd ever find another place like that. And then once I found out I was moving to Fort St. John, a lady, who probably in her 60s, she's like, you need to find a new Fusion, because I was basically part of the furniture in that place. And she looked up on her iPhone, like, cool cafes in Fort St. John, and she found Whole Wheat and Honey. She's like, this is your place, Katelin. This is where it is. This is where you have to go. People who can understand you before you've had coffee, because that's exactly what you're coming here to do, and can set the tone for the entire day. It's not even necessarily about the caffeine, although the raging headache I get when I don't have it is kind of a factor, but the way I start my day is by going to work and developing my story list, and then I come here as like a reward, and I order my coffee, I say hello to all the cool people in the room, and that's how I rev up my day. I mean, it's a 4-minute hop, skip, and jump from my office, which is convenient, and it really is like a nucleus of a lot of things happening in town. I mean, especially in the profession of journalism, it's a good place to come and get random interviews with people, and there's a pretty cool group of people who hang out here and work here. But this is where I start my day, and I just want them and the world to know how they've made a difference in my life. I mean, anytime you leave somewhere, it's happy and sad all at the same time when it's done for the right reasons. And how I will carry this particular place with me is just that feeling of warmth and welcoming when I was a stranger 5,500 kilometers from my home. And that feeling is something that sustains you in your life, and as time goes on, that's something you don't forget. You forget individual things, you forget the stories you write, you forget the day-to-day things, but you remember the feeling of warmth and welcoming. It's amazing people, great conversation, and a place to feel at home. I'm going to miss Whole Wheat and Honey, I'm going to miss Fort St. John, I'm going to miss the entire Peace region, I'm going to miss most of the people I've met, not all of them. And I really am. I felt like home here. It felt like home. It feels like home.